All right, we have another Why Wednesday with, let's see, the magnificent Mia Flores. So, Mia, thank you so much for being available.
Oh, of course. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
We were talking about this offline, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, we need to do some type of webinar or some type of education series because 2025, there's a lot of laws coming down the pike with regard to that. And so,
Yeah.
wondering, just as sort of a teaser or call it that 30,000 foot view, what are some of the laws that employers need to be aware of when we're looking into 2025?
Well, a lot, like you mentioned, right? I feel like a 5 minute conversation or episode of a Why Wednesday will not really do it justice. Um, but just a good to know, right? There's still going to be continuing updates as we know further by January. So, but for right now, you want to make sure that you are updating your job postings, then also wage transparency as well, disclosing those salary ranges that you have on your job ads, because that can be a potential claim as well. Those are laws that have been implemented prior, but we're actually going to expect to see other changes or updated changes on them too. And then changing we talked about labor posters and employee handbooks. Which need to be updated annually and regularly for any updates that do happen, which is not just start of the year. It can also happen mid of the year. So we have to make sure that we're well informed and well educated in regards to that. And we are definitely on that lane here where we are definitely knowing all the laws, making sure that we're well informed and educated for you, so that we can keep so we can train you as employers, as businesses, as well, because not everyone may know everything, but this is our line of work and our line of expertise. So we enjoy it. Not everyone may enjoy it, right? But that's the engagement side of it. Other new laws that I would have to say as well would be new policies in leave, so making sure that leave of absences are being managed accordingly. There's new laws in regards to that. There's also enhanced workplace safety requirements as well. I'm sure, Rayson, you know more about that on that end, on the insurance side of things, but we'll definitely have to see what updates are going to come by January 1st, because with the recent update of the WVPP, or otherwise the Workplace Violence Prevention Program, I do know that there's going to be more updates and amendments on that policy or that law. All right. So, and then yeah, just upgrading your safety protocols, making sure that all your employees are informed, making sure that the minimum wages too. That's another thing that is needs to be updated come January 1st. And take note, it does not, every state is different per their minimum wage, so you cannot, apply the same rule to all states if you do have employees remotely working in different states, right? Updating overtime regulations, updating regular rate of pay, making sure what is considered under FLSA, making sure that employees are actually being paid under the regular rate of pay, and what that means. It's not a base rate, so regular rate of pay is also meaning, like, if they have two hourly rates, you'll have to factor those in as part of their regular rate of pay, right? So a lot. And also updates on anti-discrimination protections and laws and harassment laws. So be ready. There's going to be new updates on that, and pay equity, and even expanded employee protections too. So a lot to discuss. I know I've kind of like said a lot in regards to just giving the points, but again, I'd like to go in depth on each of them, hopefully on our next Why Wednesdays episodes.
Yeah, I mean, as I'm processing this, I'm going, oh my goodness, I feel like I'm drinking out of a fire hose here because there's just so much
I know, I
to
feel
go
the,
through. And I'm trying to synthesize it in a couple buckets. And what I'm hearing with regard to that is I'm hearing number one around postings, job postings. Then there's another bucket, what I would call pay equity and
yeah,
transparency.
wage transfer,
And then the third one would be around equity along the lines of harassment and discrimination and safety.
harassment and
I would
safety,
say, I would say
correct?
safety.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so
minimum
safety,
wages and all of that. Yeah.
equity, job postings and wages. Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to the future episodes with regard to that, but at least making sure that business owners are aware of the upcoming laws.
Exactly. And that's what we're here for, right? To make them aware, to educate them, to provide the training and support them so that we minimize any potential liabilities or avoid any of those liabilities because it can definitely, with all these changes and updates in the law come 2025 as well, it does present both challenges and opportunities for employers, right? It's not all bad, okay? It's also good. We need to keep it balanced, right? But by proactively adapting to any of these changes, any of the changes in the new laws, we can ensure compliance. We can ensure that we can protect your business. We can protect you from any of those legal risk and also create a supportive and fair workplace for all of your employees and businesses for that matter, right? So just let us know and we can help you navigate through those challenges.
Perfect. Well, Mia, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And definitely thankful to have a guide like you walk through some of the more torrential paths of compliance. So thank you.
Of course, you're very welcome. Thank you as well.